Hi guys, today we're looking at tables. We have to interpret information from the table on the page. Question 1. What is the greatest number of skips made in 1 minute? So, we have number of skips along the top, and these are the number of students who achieved that number of skips in 1 minute. So these are 40 skips, 41, 42, 43, 44, all the way up to 51 skips in 1 minute. So that is the greatest number. How many students made the greatest number of skips in 1 minute? Only one student managed to get 51 skips in 1 minute. What is the difference between the greatest and fewest number of skips that were made? So the fewest number of skips made was 40. The greatest number of skips made was 51. You need to find the difference between those two numbers. It could be as easy as 51 take away 40. Find the answer. How many students had their results recorded? So these are all the students who participated. To find the total number of students, you're going to have to add them all up. How many more students skipped 45 times in 1 minute than 44 times? What is the difference between these two numbers? Right there. In the table, what number of skips occurred most often? So which one was the most popular number of skips that were completed and which was the least popular? Arrange this data in the table below. Use tallies to help you. So tallies, for those people who don't remember, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you continue. Okay, so the table shows us the number of star jumps in 1 minute, and these results are all just jumbled up. So you'll have to start with the lowest number here. I can see a 55. 53. Are there any numbers lower than 53? Not that I can see. So I'm going to start with 53 there. And I can see that the largest number is probably in the 60s. There's a 62. There's a 63. Let's just see if all the numbers in between fit. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Look at that. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to do my tally. So I'm going to start with this corner here and go 58. There's 1 vote. 55, 1 vote. There's another 55, so we've got 2 tally marks. And I'm just going to keep going through it systematically to make sure I have got every single one in. Once I've finished that, whatever number of tally marks is in that box, I'm going to write it under here. So if 55 there was only 3, I'll write 3 down the bottom. Okay? Over on the next page. Okay, I think the first thing that we're going to do is see that there are girls and boys, and then there's total, which will just be the girls and boys combined. So I'm going to fill in that total table. It's probably going to be a question later, but I'm going to fill it in now anyway because I feel like that's the right thing to do. 9 plus 8 equals 17. 10 plus 2 equals 12. 7 plus 12 equals 19. Don't want to give you all the answers so you can continue it. Let's look at the questions. Question 1. Work out the total number of boys and girls who voted for each sport. Write the totals in the table. See, we're on the right page. 1B. Look at the totals. Use pairs of numbers that add nicely together to help you mentally work out the total number of students who were surveyed. Okay, so once we've got all the numbers here, we want to work out how many students there are all together. I can't see any friendly numbers at the moment, but I know that 17 plus 12 equals 29. I can do that mentally. If you can't do that mentally, that's fine. Write it down. 17 plus 12 equals 7 plus 2 is 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. Let's go to the next one. Plus 19. 9 plus 9 is 18. Carry the 1. 2, 3, 4. We're up to 48. Keep going until you've added all those numbers up. Which sport was voted most popular by the boys? So we're going to have to look at the boys column. Sorry, the boys row to find out which is most popular. And the girls. Look at the girls row to find out what was most popular. Which sport was voted the least popular? For doing the same thing for the boys and for the girls. Which sport was voted most and least popular by all students? So that's when you're going to have to look at this row to find the most and least popular. How many more boys voted for cricket than hockey? So what is the difference between those two numbers there? How many more boys voted for soccer than netball? What is the difference between those two? How many more girls voted for basketball than soccer? What is the difference between these two numbers? And hockey than soccer. So what is the difference between those two numbers? How many more girls than boys voted for hockey, netball? So that is finding the difference between two numbers again. So really you are just trying to read the information from this table to help you with the other questions. Please make sure when you're getting the totals for this row that they are correct because they are going to impact on other questions.